Good morning to and how are you? Happy Monday to you. It is the 27th of April of the year 2020, making our short day the 27th day of the fourth month of the year 2020. And for today in maths, we are actually going to do a bit of a review this week. Okay, so this term, while we've had distance learning, we have looked at so many new topics and reviewed a couple of old ones, right? So what we did this time, one of the new ones that we looked at was fractions, okay? So we're going to review fractions and let's see if you can remember what they are and how to make them. What are fractions? It's always a piece of a whole. Remember that? One piece of cake of a whole piece of a whole cake. One piece of pizza of a whole pizza. Okay? Do you remember how to write the fractions? Let's find out. Now, what we have here is that we need to write, I'm going to move my lovely face. We need to write a fraction for the yellow pieces. How many yellow pieces are there in this block? Okay? What we need to look at first is what number goes at the bottom. At the bottom, we have the number of total pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4 total pieces. Means all of the pieces together, okay? And at the top, what number goes at the top? We're looking here, we have to be careful for what it's asking. Write a fraction for the yellow pieces. So we're going to look only at the yellow pieces. How many yellow pieces are there? 1. So then we would put the 1 on the top. 1 out of 4 pieces are yellow. Okay, well done. Let's practice the fractions now, okay? What fraction of the orange pieces are there? So what we see here is a circle fraction, and we have total pieces and we have orange pieces. So the question is asking, what fraction of the orange pieces are there? What we need to do first is look at the total. How many total pieces are there? What do we need to do? We need to count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 total pieces. Now, we need to find out the orange pieces. How many orange pieces are there? 1, 2, 3. Now we have 3 out of 9 pieces are orange. Okay, so our fraction would be 3/9. Well done. Let's keep practicing a little bit. What fraction of the blue pieces are there? We have how many total pieces first? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 total pieces. And then look at the question carefully. What fraction of the blue pieces are there? We have 3 blue pieces, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's try one more circle fraction. Now it's asking for the pink pieces. What is the fraction of the pink pieces? So what do we need to do first? Is look at the total. Okay, if we count them all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 pieces total. If we're going to go ahead and count the pink pieces, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it would be 6 pieces out of 9 are pink. Okay, so 6 9s. Now we have a different kind of fraction here. These are also fractions because not only are fractions pieces of wholes, they can always be 1 out of a set. Okay, all right. So if we look here, what fraction of the dots are green? How many total dots are there? There are 4 total dots, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then how many are green? 1. So 1/4 of the dots are green. 1/4. 1 out of 4. Okay, so 1 out of the 4 pieces are green. What fraction of the dots are pink? So what do we need to do first is always look at the total. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 dots total. How many of them are pink? 1, 2. So 2/8 of the dots are pink. 2/8. How about this one? What fraction of the dots are yellow? We have how many total? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 2/4 are yellow. Okay, so 2 out of 4 dots are yellow. 2/4. Okay. Now, equivalent fractions, we also did this term. Okay. Equivalent fractions means the fractions that are equal to each other. Okay, they are the same regardless if they are smaller pieces. Okay, so let's look at those. 3/6 or 3 out of 6, okay, 3/6, 1/3, 6/9, 4/6, 1/2, 3/9. Now, if we look closely at the fractions on this side, see if I can get that. On this side, okay, and on this side, what can I go ahead and see? That here, this one matches one over here. Okay, if we look at the 3/6, look at the portion that is colored blue and look at over here. Does it match any of these? It matches this one, right? They have the same colored, okay, the same portion colored, excuse me, all right? And so they would be equivalent fractions. They would be equal to each other. If I have these 3 pieces of pizza and you have this one big one, it's still the same. Mine's just cut into smaller pieces, okay? 1/3 of the fraction here, yes, very good, is going to be the same as 3/9. If you look at the pattern, it's the same size, They're just cut into different size pieces, okay? And 6/9 is equal to 4/6. Well done. So exactly what we did today, you will do on your own, okay? So your task for today is we will need a piece of paper and a pencil. Please complete the following fractions. Now, here is very simple. You have the shaded dots, okay? There are 2 answers for each of these, okay? So it might be that, okay, if we look at the dots here, circle the fractions that show the portion of the dots that's shaded. So for example, if we count here all of the dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 total dots. So I would go ahead, let's see if I can go ahead and there we go, okay? I can go ahead and circle this one here, the 6/9, right? But then I need to look for its equivalent. Its equivalent is the one that is equal to it. But now we're looking for groups, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do another color so it stands out. How many groups do I have here? I have 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now out of these 3 groups, which ones are shaded? Which ones are shaded? 1, 2. 2 groups out of 3 groups are shaded. So these 2 would be circled as equivalent fractions. If you cannot print this out, all you need to do is write down number 1 and the correct fractions, okay? Because I know which ones are which, okay? So don't worry about drawing them in, just look at it and go ahead and complete it, all right? On this side, it says draw a line to match the equivalent fractions, which is what we just did. If we look at this one, we need to find something that is going to be as equal as this side, okay? On this side here. Something that looks like it's half. Which one could it be? If you want to take your time and just look at each one of them, okay? Look at each one of them and see if there's one that matches. Once you do, you can match them up here, okay? If you're not able to print this, you may go ahead and just draw these little fractions. You can draw them next to each other if you want, or draw them like this, and then you can match them, okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. Remember, this is practice. Today we're just reviewing fractions. Tomorrow we will review something else, okay? So great job. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will see you next time.